Yes.
So we're having a bit of a Discord issue, but we're here. We're ready to begin. A little bit of a catch up then. Last session, because it was 2 weeks as well since we last played. I believe you guys headed to Westwood Camp, where you settled down. You bought some tents. You met the weapons dealer. And you decided that you were going to head on into Westwood and go for your exploration. And not too far into the woods, you found a hole in the ground. And it was then that Artoria noticed that they were being followed by something quick and powerful. And you decided to, well, one of you fell in, and then the rest of you decided to climb down to get away from this creature that was chasing you. And as you got down into this room full of these odd humanoid bones, this creature was battering on the roof to get in, and I think one of you got a brief glance of its red fur as it then ran off. You decided to head further into these silos where EC found a vending machine and got very caffeinated. and and after that, you guys found 3 different pathways, and you decided to take the one to the left. And you headed through a corridor that was kind of like, well, kind of fallen in, and you managed to squeeze through and find another silo with a balcony and another balcony to your right that led down into another balcony. Sorry, I'm losing my mind here. And you guys climbed down there after a failed attempt because EC rolled nat 1.
Fields.
I was not the only one rolling that one. The point that there were a lot of people with nat 1.
You nearly fell to your death into the darkness below, but you managed to land perfectly on this balcony after a couple of attempts using rope and Artoria's strength. And once you landed there, you guys decided that you would go to head down this corridor. But before you did, some of you noticed a woman standing at the far end of the corridor that led away from this balcony. But just as you were about to head in and call out to her, she moved off and disappeared. And as you warily stepped down this corridor, you guys heard a scream, and you turned to see EC being assaulted by this spectral image trying to hurt her, scratch her. So, today we begin in combat.
Love it. I want to point out I didn't fall into the hole. I made an executive decision to go into the hole.
Yeah, okay.
That is very important.
Okay.
No one fell into the hole.
Alright, can I have the initiative roll from everyone? Okay, so Artoria got 17.
Oh, I didn't click my token. Whoopsie.
It's okay.
Was it the red or the green button? I forget every week.
Green.
Oh, it is.
I'm just going to restart my roll 20 because it is slow as
Okay,
can be.
it's alright.
You're having a roll 20 issues on it. It's slow. I can't imagine what that feels like, having a slow roll 20. However would you play this game?
Okay, so Artoria, you are first. You see this. I believe you actually were the ones to. You and Vers were the ones to actually be able to see this creature, but EC's being assaulted by an unknown assailant. And you see this, what looks like broken-necked lady, kind of like hanging over EC while she's on the floor, lashing out of her with these long claws, going.
Okay.
Does it make those noises?
Yeah, it screams and hisses at you.
I will move in and attack it.
Okay.
How does this work now? That
I haven't given you control. Whoops. Apologies.
no, I've got control.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I can get into it square.
As it's Numenera, I will allow you to get like behind it if you make it like a speed check difficulty 2, just to like tumble past and get to his flank.
Speed, you say?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No. Okay, so as you go to get past it, it turns towards you. You're unable to get past.
Can I just punch it?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to try to punch it,
Yeah.
go ahead. It's difficulty free. Okay, yeah, you fucking sucker punch a ghost. Why not? You just run forward. She's letting out this wail as she attacks Easy, and you just sucker punch her straight in the chin, and she just cuts off the scream, the wail, and she just goes ah. And her neck snaps back the other side, kind of spins a full 180.
That's a 7 damage punch, I'll have you know.
Seriously?
Yeah, my punches count as medium weapons.
Damage.
My punches count as medium because I'm a glaive. It's +1, and that 18 +2.
Nice.
That's 7 damage punch, motherfucker.
Okay.
You punch harder than Mary's Thorn Whip.
Okay, it's at the end of your turn, Vers.
Yes, it's not good. Not good. I'll back up a little bit.
Okay, you back up and footfalls tink 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 against the metal flooring.
It has this initiative shift to have 28 for anyone else.
That is strange. Yes, I get.
I did not do that.
What did you have?
He had an 11, like
14.
I know. I did that.
Yeah, I know. You probably changed HP and put it in my tokens
Yeah.
initiative instead of in the
It's cool.
monster's
Done.
HP. Yeah, and then I will stand ready in case anything approaches me. Just shiftily looking around, like, where is this coming from? What's going on? Where? Why?
Okay, so at the beginning of EC's turn, can you make an intellect roll, difficulty free?
I would like to edge. No.
Okay.
I would like to expend effort, and I have to edge, so I only have to spend 1 point.
Yep.
Look at me. Difficulty 3, I have 1 effort in it, and then I roll. And look at
You needed that. Yeah, so as this thing flashes in and out of existence in front of you, its incorporeal form kind of flashes, making your eyes hurt, and you manage to close them and force the image of its hideous face before...
Never mind, I don't do that. I still had
Fracture
1 acid in it, so I actually failed the roll.
Did
So I
you?
don't have an acid, yeah.
Okay. Well, it's difficulty 3, and you load it down to 6, so yeah, you did fail. So, okay, so, but then you open your eyes to see it in front of you, flashing in and out of existence, and everything is going to be +1 difficulty because you are frightened of the creature.
I mean, it's a ghost, so I'm... so as my action, I would like to do anything that would not make me possessed by a ghost. Like on a scale from 1 to possessed, I would like to be on a 1.
make an intellect check then. Let's see if you can defend your mind against this assault.
I would like to edge again.
Yeah, same difficulty then. Difficulty 2.
Yeah, let's do this. Look at me,
Nice.
I'm less possessed.
Yes, so managing to shake away the fear, you take a step back and make sure that you defend yourself if this thing comes any closer.
And then I would like to run and hide behind Vers.
Yeah, of course.
And then I am...
And I almost attack East as she runs at me.
Yeah, he comes out of the darkness running towards you. You really do.
I feel like you always nearly attack Easy whenever you see her.
I mean...
Okay, so the thing then turns its gaze away from EC and lets out a banshee kind of yelp towards Artoria and goes in for the slice. Can you make none of your armor or your shield or anything like that counts towards this because it is an incorporeal attack. It is an intellect dodge. So you can make an intellect difficulty 3 roll, please. Don't laugh. Yeah, well, okay, let's laugh.
3 damage.
Okay, no, it doesn't. It does 6 damage to your intellect as, at that moment, flashes go all over your vision. You're having difficulty seeing.
How high is your intellect? Cool.
13.
Oh, that's way higher than I thought it would be.
It was lower, I will
Okay.
assure you.
Okay, so EC.
Wait,
it should be Artoria. I
there's
apologize.
no way it's my turn again.
Yeah,
right?
I was gonna say Artoria.
What's happening with these initiatives? Like,
I don't know. It's fine. We've got it in order.
I think we should blame Anna's script.
I
even though
think-
Anna's scripts are
I
not in
think
this
I
game.
put the wrong numbers in as I tried to enter it. So
Why
it's
is
like,
Artoria's 34 now?
hey, we're still in order, so it doesn't matter.
And
where's my 14 gone? It's becoming 11. Something's weird happening.
yeah, I don't like this. I'm getting out of here.
Maybe there is a ghost.
So we can move
A short
short
distance. Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yet.
It takes. Yeah, you can move up to 50 feet with your action.
Yeah. So it's 10 squares. Each square is 5 foot. 9, 10, and because I have fleet of foot, I can take the attack action at the end of my movement, and I'm going to attack the shit out of that door.
Okay, you're running towards the door. You're going to attack it. Right,
Yeah.
make a might check. Difficulty 5.
And I'm going to break that inanimate object,
Oh yes, yes you will.
and I'm going to put some effort into it.
Now
No.
your sword just clashes into it. It doesn't actually manage to break it whatsoever. This huge metallic door resists your attacks.
I'm going. You could spend an XP for a reroll, yeah?
You can.
Yeah, I'm going to spend experience for a reroll.
Go ahead.
There we go.
Not only do you break the door down, it goes flying forward and breaks the other door across the hall as it knocks it both knocks them both down. Like ting 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 as it goes.
And I'll shout this way, and that'll be my turn.
Okay.
But I realise as I'm running off with the torch.
Yep.
So long, hey boys!
Okay, so Vers, your go.
Yes, this is not good. Easy, go. Go. Which direction did I see Archer disappearing?
Yeah,
Just
she
straight
Next-
across.
burst past you and carried on
kicked
heading
the
that
door.
way.
Off its hinges.
Do you need me to make a check to get past EC?
Nope.
Okay. And short is how much?
10
50.
squares.
Yeah, immediate is 10 squares without using an action. But if
Yeah.
you want to use an action, you can move up to 50 feet
Or you can try and run 100 feet.
with a speed check, yeah.
Troy, where are you going? Things over there. Get back to it. That's your job.
Are you fucking insane?
Yeah, so just a little bit of a descriptor. You guys are in a very large kind of hall with an empty bookcase to the north. The floor is made out of what looks like rusted metal, and along the ceiling you see what look like limp, dangling, rubbery snakes, all tied together and dripping moisture onto the ground. It's kind of like wet and moist in the air here, making it kind of difficult to breathe.
Sorry, where's the bookcase? Because I can't see it.
To the north.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought that was dim light. It's just no light. Okay.
You've got you've got the torch, don't you? So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just go and stand behind the bookcase then, and just flatten myself against the wall, hoping
Yep.
that'll work.
Yep. Okay, so as you push yourself against the bookcase, it moves, like it's on wheels.
Oh crap!
It's okay, it doesn't do anything yet, but you notice that as you go against it, it goes, and it's quite light, and it moves slightly to the right.
I'll try in here. I'll try and move it so that I can get into, I assume, something behind it.
Okay, so you push it. That'll be your action.
Okay. Is there something behind it?
Yeah, there's a secret door.
Okay. Through here. Quick, in here. Sleep, yes. Eyes closed, better. Yes.
Okay, I guess that's your turn.
It is.
Easy.
I would like to use my turn to run and hide behind Vers.
Say, you guys, come on.
And then I would like to end my turn.
Okay. Right. Okay, this thing can get to Vers,
No,
but
no.
can't do
Okay.
anything yet. So it's Artorius, you'll go. It kind of goes. It kind of like slides in on the air, leaving a kind of black smog behind it. Sees Vers and goes as its mouth opens extraordinarily wide and long, like emitting this black smog as it comes forward towards you.
Panic. I take it I can just move through allies freely, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's a dead end. Oh. What is that?
You see a what looks like. Sorry, that shouldn't be there. What you do see is a bed with a what looks like rather charred skeleton on it, and to your right, a large metal sphere on the ground.
Sphere?
Yeah, like just a big sphere. It's probably about 3 foot in diameter.
I was gonna say I would pick it up and throw it at the ghost, but I would probably wipe out half of my teammates.
It's also a ghost, so I assume it wouldn't.
Well, I punched it. The punch connected.
You did punch the ghost, yes.
Yeah, it did look like it hurt it. You like proper soccer punched it in the mouth. Like, poof.
I guess I'll get in here and just wait
Okie dokie.
and tell him it's a dead end. Fucking moron.
Okay, Vers.
Hey, wait. I'll step over here and close the door. Or like, close the bookcase.
You can't. There's no way of doing it from inside.
Can't I just like grab my hand around the outside and then just pull it and hope the momentum takes it?
You can, yes, if you wish. Okay, so make a might check, please.
Might.
Yep.
It's mighty unkind.
You believe that there might be a way to do it, but you can't see it.
Difficulty?
2. Yep, and you just get and it slides back, bangs against the wall.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Yep, and EC.
I'm of the opinion that the worst defeat of all is to lose confidence in yourself. So I would like to tell this ghost that ghosts aren't real.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, well.
If this works, god damn it.
Do it.
I'm gonna edge in this. I'm gonna edge again because I can.
Okay.
And I actually am skilled in this. I'm trained in.
So difficulty 1.
Difficulty 1. It's hilarious.
Apparently, this ghost has very little confidence in itself.
Okay,
You
so
don't
you
exist.
shout it to the wall because you know it's beyond there that ghosts aren't real. Is there anything else you'd like to add to your argument?
My dad said so. And then I would like to hide in the corner of the room.
Okay, combat over.
What?
I did tell you that a lack of confidence is the worst defeat of them all.
Oh, that's brilliant.
EC,
Yeah.
can you fix me? My brain hurts.
Like worse than it usually hurts?
Yes.
I'll fix it up.
What? You see?
Yeah.
I don't think they could afford to cut it. Surely this thing must still be there. Not good. No, I'll go to sleep. Sleep's better. And I'll just lay down on the mattress next to the skeleton.
Okay, the skeleton smells faintly of charcoal.
Alright.
But you're really scared considering the last time I said something was a ghost, you were like, that wasn't a ghost, that's just a thing. And now there's a ghost, and you're like, that's a ghost.
Yes, because it was a ghost.
Well, yeah, obviously, but the last thing was too.
Not like this.
Tori, I think you'll have to carry verse.
Okay. Well, sure.
Also, I think I succeeded in the task,
Yeah, you
so
did.
I'll roll a d6 now. There you go. Your heal 1 in your intellect. I hope you're happy.
Oh my
Double
god.
his intellect pool. Yeah.
Just 1? Well, I guess it's better than nothing.
It is better than nothing. It's actually infinitely better than nothing.
Yeah. Well,
Let's
good point.
let's search this room.
You know what else is a good point? That additional intellect point. That's a
Okay,
good point.
so Artoria, you notice that there's like a single bed with the corpse on it, but Vers is kind of like snuggled up next to it, laying down on the dirty mattress that looks very flat and very sodden, because there is still moisture dripping from those cables above your head. And in the far corner of the room is a sphere just sitting on the floor. It has some
Pick it.
ridges to it.
I'll
kick it.
try and interact with it.
Dunk. You can make an investigation check if you wish. That's
Yeah.
intellect.
Go on then.
Go on for a difficulty 3.
That's exactly what I got.
It is. Okay, so you find that behind the sphere and around it are some cables that are leading away, and you have no clue what these are. As far as you're concerned, they just look like remnants of an old civilization, maybe like toy snakes. You have no clue.
Vers,
You guys?
do the brain thing.
What?
Use your brain and figure this out.
Oh,
I'll kick it again.
Okay, dunk.
What's that?
You tell me.
What needs figuring out? I'm fine here.
To get out of the skeleton bed and go and look at the magic circle.
Why?
I will let the ghost in.
Oh, she's serious as well. She would. I know she would. She's done worse. One time we were in a tent and there was like this big fly outside, and I was like, I don't want to have this fly in our tent, and she opened the tent door. That's like the same thing except with a ghost. There's also no fly. And we're not in a tent.
Look, just if we stop talking, okay? Promise me she'll stop talking. And I'll look
Okay.
over at Victoria.
Okay, so it's definitely some sort of Numenera device. That alone you can understand just from looking at it. It does seem to require an external power source, but you don't know rightly how to do much with it. But you can make a Numenera check if you wish.
Yep, and since I am no longer incapable of doing so,
Yeah, it might be easier this time.
I will try and find out exactly how it works first of all, and what its purpose is.
Can't wait for it to explode.
What difficulty?
Difficulty 3. Nice. Okay, so behind it, there are some metal prongs on the wall coming from one of those cables. And you see that there are several ridges along the edges of this sphere that you could probably put the prongs in.
Okay. Well, let's do that.
Okay, so you're kind of yanking bits of this wire, and it's actually coming, this rubbery rope, it's coming out of the wall as if there's like more in the wall. And you're like, you can hear something turning inside the wall as you're pulling it, and you manage, there looks to be a good like 40-50 feet in there. And as you put the prongs in the sphere, something lights up and whirs to life inside, and you hear, and then it begins to emit light.
Is it a lamp?
It is not a lamp, and as it opens up and unfurls like a springtime rose, inside is a yellow light that begins to emit. I'm going to actually give it some light.
Is it one of the... Okay, my...
Can you zoom in on the token a little bit?
I can.
Okay, it's not what I thought it was. I was gonna go way differently, because my family, for my grandma's birthday, we always go to an all-you-can-eat Chinese restaurant, and they always bring out this little cake-like thing that they pull a thing out of, and then it starts playing music, and it opens up into a flower, and there's a light in the middle of it.
I
And
can't
then it
tell
shoots
if
stuff.
this is an Adrian story or an EC story.
No, this is the Adrian story. We always go to the Chinese restaurant.
And
The good thing is that even as me, I have no fucking clue what this thing is supposed to be.
no, it kind of goes ew, and as it hovers off the ground, you guys take a step back, and he goes, "Hello there."
Oh, good job, Buzz. It's another
Ah.
fucking ghost.
Samantha?
It,
Not
if
Samantha.
it could
Like
narrow its
Samantha.
eyes, it would. It just goes,
Narrows the front a little bit.
I am
Hello.
Master.
Ooh.
Master who?
Master.
Master of what?
This facility. Wait, facility broken. Machine need repair. Engineers, follow me. And it tries to go out where the door should be. It just goes clunk, clunk, clunk.
There's a ghost out there.
We are not engineers.
I think this thing's a ghost, though.
Easy, sure.
Okay, so the other thing was a ghost, but this is not a ghost. You're very selective about your ghosts.
Yes.
Okay, I rest my case.
Good. Master, we are not engineers.
And it turns, and this light shines from its edges, scanning the entire room in this blue light. And then as it returns back to it, it says, no, engineers would have materials. You have only scrap. But we'll have to make do, won't we? Ha, ha, ha!
Ha ha ha!
Let's go! And it bumps against the wall again, and all the cables that attach to its back that you plugged in are like a little bit taut, except for the massive one you put in, the 40-foot one.
Master, I believe your... what do you call it? Humor systems might be broken.
I'm broken in general, I know this.
Can
I think
we do
this-
something to fix you?
No, I'm unfixable. A relic of ancient times.
That's a big mood.
Bersa killed herself. And he points to that kind of like the light on the end of it aims towards the skeleton. Because
Why?
she put a rope around her neck.
I believe your language facilities are also broken. I asked why, not what.
I think that was
I don't
how.
know. I do believe humans sometimes get sad.
Yes,
I
they
do.
do have that weakness sometimes.
What?
Well, there is something here, a presence, perhaps a former engineer. Did not seem to like us very much. Can you detect hostilities in the area?
No, my systems do not do that. I'm simply a
you-
guide.
Protect us if hostilities happen?
I do not have weapons. I'm a guide and a friend.
I tell you, I don't want to go out there again. Not out there. No,
I
not,
miss
not
Bersa.
out there.
Do you want me to go and have a look?
Maybe.
Do you want like a new friend? Because I feel like we can totally be besties.
Move out of the way then.
Are you gonna move the door?
Yep. But I've got to move it with one hand and just have a punch ready. I can't.
Yeah, look. You don't see anything out there?
But you didn't have to roll for might.
That's fair.
I'll take a step forward.
Okay. And you step into the room. Your footfalls make a hollow echo.
I am going to sneak.
Oh, roll a speed roll. Have you got stealth?
I have.
So difficulty 2 instead.
Thank
Look
God.
at you.
Oh, that's what you got. So you begin pulling yourself forwards across the ground, shuffling slightly, but you don't see anything, and you don't think you've been noticed. So you don't hear anything except for the distant dripping as well.
And then I'll beckon the others to come forward, but like quietly.
I also have stealth.
Okay, so if you wish to stealth, go ahead.
I do wish to stealth because I am stealthy.
I am absolutely not, because I'll just be like, Issy, you're not going as well, are you?
This
this is-
look at me.
Well,
This is
she's
me going
gone, that's
away.
good. And I'm looking at Issy like, well, that's good. And then I realize Tori also go, that's not good. No, not good.
As you are all kind of like thinking about stealth, Master floats out and goes do 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 do
Shut
do.
up! I'll
do,
grab it
do.
and shake it. Shut up!
And he floats around the room and goes, "I am free."
I will kill you.
Impossible. I'm immortal.
I will try. Don't you worry about that.
And the cable's getting really tied around you guys as he's swinging around.
I'm gonna make sure he doesn't entangle me. This way, stupid.
I think we should team up with the other ghosts. This one is kind of shit.
I'm not a ghost, I've told you this. Are you here to fix the facility?
Oh, we do all the fixing. Can you pay us?
I can't pay you.
We don't do any fixing. We've never fixed anything.
Oh,
Is this-
I might be able to fix something. Depends how broken it is.
very broken.
Then probably not. You'll probably just want to take things.
Okay.
Is this door like a normal door or?
Or the one to your south?
Yeah.
It's a big wooden door with the wheel on the front, the valves, just like the others.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
Okay.
Is that
At some point expect just for Chris' camera to slightly pan, and there's a wall, and on the entire wall are just pictures of different kinds of doors.
Nice.
Right.
Okay, so you do see a corridor to your right and a corridor to your left, but what you notice is the floor is very rusty. It smells very metallic in here, so much so that it's kind of hard to get your bearings as you breathe in. And the ground and the wall is very slick in water.
I have a respirator.
I'll do you. You'll be
I
fine.
have the half respirator, and so does Arna. Or Vers.
Yeah, so you guys would be comfortable in this corridor.
I don't. Wait, was that the thing we no, I don't remember how you got that, but I'm jealous that I didn't get one.
Oh, this is a nice place.
Like, there's a severe lack of things that I don't have and you have, like
Okay,
walkie-talkies.
So, Artoria, can you stop there for a second?
Yep.
I'm about to give you a GM intrusion. Would you like to accept it?
Yeah, go on then.
Okie dokie. So, as you accept it, you take one step forward towards this wall here, and you do notice there's this like brown patch on the side of the wall. And as you walk towards it, it explodes towards you in a puff of spores. And but you're fine because of the respirator. But as you pull back, you realise it's settled on your flesh, your face, and your hair. And suddenly this itchy burning begins to spread down your flesh. Okay, so you get experience, and so does...
EC.
EC.
Aw.
You take 4 damage to your might pool. And unless you do something about this, it will continue to...
I have the jar, the ever-ending water.
Okay. Just wash it off. Okay, so you immediately wash it all off, and thankfully, you realise that the respirator saved your life.
Yep.
If you'd got that in your body, that would have been impossible to get out.
Does the Brazers music play while Atoria is just putting the water overhead?
The what?
Chris got it.
I didn't.
I know what he's talking about. And it's rude.
I would never.
Oh, wait.
Ah, now he gets it.
Yeah, okay, so as you turn to your left, down at the bottom, this floor seems to become unstable, Artoria, as it gets lower and lower, where you realise it should be flat and it's more waterlogged, as if you're walking on like floorboards that are kind of slightly floating, and you know that there could be deeper water underneath. But there is about 20 feet, and at that end of that 20 feet you see an alcove, and in that alcove is a shelf, and on that shelf is a metal box, roughly a foot in diameter. It's a kind of a cube shaped, and it's got a handle on the front. But from here, you've got to try and get to it.
Casey,
Yeah.
do you want to go down there and get that box?
Not particularly.
It's well volunteered, and Artoria will start tying a rope around her.
The master's flown in behind Vers, and it's like, this is the wrong way.
The wrong way for what?
Help.
What kind of help?
Help.
Help sounds
As in
really
help
good right
me.
now.
Help you achieve what?
Fixing
Fixing what?
the machine.
What does the machine do?
It runs power through the entire facility.
What's power?
Magic. And if he could do the rainbow arm wave, he would.
And why should we help with that? What does it do?
What do you mean?
What does it do? What does it do?
Well, for one, I could let you out.
Okay.
That is it.
Two?
It's not a very long list of rewards.
Yeah,
Whereas
put
I
the
think
boxes.
we could talk this through. Also, I go attempt to get the box.
Okay.
And I'll hold the rope.
Okay, so what, you're just going to walk along the floor?
Apparently, I am. Apparently, that's Artoria's plans. I'm doing.
Could try and spider climb.
Oh yes, because I'm a fucking drider.
Is it large enough to put your hands against the walls?
It isn't. I guess, yeah, I guess you could.
If you put
Okay.
your hands really and press really hard with your legs, you can like shimmy along.
Have you ever done that? Like, this does not sound like a thing Adrian could do in real life. So,
Yeah, but you're a hero adventurer, of course.
if you say so, I am doing that. That is what I am doing.
Mhm.
What role do you need for that?
I'm going to go with like an acrobatics, like athletics check. So if
Either
you've
that
got
or that saving throw?
Yeah.
I don't have that skill unless a public speaking counts towards that, which I don't think it does.
It does not.
What difficulty is this?
4.
And is it might or speed?
It's speed.
Well, I'm gonna speed through this. Well, I didn't do it.
Okay, so what happens here is EC does try to go across the wall, but it's very slick on the wall, and she slides down onto one of the panels, roughly here, and as she does, the panel sinks into what looks like murky water, which rises up to take its place as it's displaced, and as it does, it gets into her boots, they accidentally activate, the wheels come out, and she slips, falls backwards, and as she hits it, the panels drip under, and she goes under. And for one moment, there's a splash, and EC, you are in frigid, cold water, and there's about maybe 3 foot of space under here. You realise there's all cables, you're all trapped underneath here, and I'm assuming you're thrashing.
She'll be fine.
I'm thrashing. Thrashing is
Yeah.
the right course. Doing that.
Okay,
thing.
so
Yeah.
at this moment, Otto, you can see the panel is obviously on top of her currently, where it's flipped over, and she's trying to get out, and you see there's cables all wrapped around her arms, and she does come up for a breath, but then falls back under.
Oh, God damn it, and I'll just pull the rope.
You have the rope.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay,
I
so
do.
you yank the rope. I need a mic check from you because she's all wrapped up. And
This.
EC, you take 1 damage to your mic pull.
Okay, that's fine. This is like when you trip next to a table and then you try to stabilize yourself on the table and then you pull down the blanket from the table.
tops over.
Yeah.
Okay, so Artori, you drag her out, and EC, there are all these cables and rope that's attached to you snaps with pings and pangs, and you like pull back onto the panel right next to Artoria.
I spit out a bit of water, and then I just step aside and untie the rope and hand it back to Toria.
Hold on a minute. How big is the handle on this box?
It's like a door handle. It's not very large, but it's.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that. You should have said door handle.
Oh no, Artoria's all turned on now.
No, I was contemplating like crowbar grappling hook.
Oh well, that's a good idea if you want to try.
I'll give it a go. Because it's on the rope, so I can always pull it back. I will try and crowbar grappling hook box.
Okay.
Is that speed?
Yes. And if you've got anything to do with throwing, you can add that in. But if not, tough luck.
Nope. But I can put some effort into it. Uh-oh.
Oh god.
Oh no! Okay.
Spear the wall. Oh, broke something.
No, this is even better because I know what's inside. So you go hook, and the crowbar smacks it, and as you think you've got a good hook, you pull it, it falls off the shelf, the crowbar comes flying back to you. You have to dodge out of the way of your own crowbar as it hits the wall behind you, and as this safe, because that's what it was, strikes the floor, the door wasn't locked, and it opens, and inside you see some small spherical objects roll out. Bang. Can Artoria, can you make a speed check? Same with EC. Difficulty 3.
Thankfully, I have an edge in these. And
I don't, but I would like to expend effort.
No detonator ciphers for you guys.
Yep.
Yep, nice.
Oh, look at me.
So what happens is these detonators go off. They explode. And a wave of flame comes towards Artoria. She pushes EC down the corridor, dives back down, rolls, and EC, you manage to just skate back as she pushes you, bump into Vers near the door and Master, and the flames kind of like wash over Artoria, who's ducked, basically jumped and ducked to roll. And the back of her cloak's kind of on fire. She gets up, pats it down. You realise that the wall of flames just struck you across the face and across the front of your clothes. And both Artoria and EC take 2 damage to their might ball. And that's when the flames roar back and steam comes in the wake of the flames.
It seemed very interesting. How did you make that happen?
Oh, let's not do that again.
Let me tell.
But why not?
This is how.
Nice.
This is how it went down first. Artoria took a lasso and put a crowbar on top of it. Then she hit a box, and the box exploded.
That's very nice. Can you show me how to do that?
Sure. Just not right now.
Do you have an exploding box verse?
Well, I thought you said he threw it and then the box exploded. I thought that's just... No? Okay, never mind.
Let's just get out of here.
That would be very cool, though, Artoria. You should work on that. Like, get an exploding lasso.
I
That's
think
what I
I
was
will.
thinking. That would be very useful.
Let's just go.
But what you meant to say is that not the box exploded, but something in the box exploded. It was a special box, yes?
No, the box exploded, verse. You know, the box exploded. It was an exploding box.
I don't believe you.
Have I ever lied to you?
Yes.
I was lying. Yes, it was a bold lie.
Let's check this door because, let's face it, I've just blown up half the facility. I'm going to open this door now.
Okay, so the door itself is cold to the touch and wet, and as you turn it lets out a screech. But there is a clonk as the door opens. In the distance, you can definitely see the rest of the corridor leading onwards, and you can hear definitely the sound of rushing water this time. Not like the usual dripping water you're normally hearing, but like kind of the rushing, kind of like a small river or a trickling of a stream.
Here's what I'm thinking. I'm already wet and cold. So I should be the one going first, because I'm already wet and cold.
Good idea. Go on ahead.
But I want the whole tie around my waist thing.
Okay, I'll tie the rope around you.
And I go for... Oh, there's another fucking door.
Sometimes you can be kind of nice. AC, did you know that?
I'm always nice. I'm the nicest person in this group.
Perhaps, but that doesn't say much.
It really doesn't. I open the door.
Okay, so same sort of door, screeches, but it wasn't difficult, revealing another one of those cylindrical silo rooms. With a balcony in front, you just see darkness below you. To your right, you see another balcony, maybe 10 foot diagonally down, which is this thing here. It's another balcony. But above you, where you can see moss and earth has kind of like fallen in maybe 20 feet above you, you can see what would have been the forest floor. And water is dripping in quite fast from all different sides, running down the walls and pooling in a brackish, kind of brownish lake at the bottom of this silo. Maybe about 30 feet below you. You can't see into the deep, murky water. You just see the surface and it dripping.
Are we in a fucking waste treatment plant?
No, you don't know.
I do not know. That is correct. Ataria, I'm gonna jump to a platform that's like I don't know how I know this, but it's about 10 feet below me, which I don't know what that is in meters, which is a more commonly
3.
used measurement. Is it?
Right. Yeah.
That's very good, Anna.
Well, it's not 3 because it's not exactly, but it's good enough. 3-time conversion works.
I would like to
Okay.
jump 3 good enough meters to this platform.
Okay, so it's going to be kind of like a jump and then a fall. So go on, then make me a speed check. Difficulty 2.
And I want to do that roll when you land that you don't.
Yeah. Are you still tied around the waist with a rope?
Yep.
Yep,
Okay.
which makes doing a roll infinitely harder.
Yeah.
But I've done parkour in high school, so I know how this works. What difficulty was it?
Difficulty 2.
Okay, I can do this.
Now that you said you do parkour, it's probably 3.
Oh, look
Nice.
at me.
So you run, leap, and land.
I give 2 thumbs up.
And from here, and from the torchlight from Otori, you can see there's another door to the south, just in kind of like level with the water, just above it actually. So this about here.
Is the foothold, is it in disgusting murky water, or...?
No, it's kind of like you see that there would have been a ladder on this side that led even further down, but that ladder now goes into the water. So
So is it like Minecraft blocks, where if you place a water block next to a normal block, it's at the same level?
no, but like I said, it's maybe a foot higher. This this platform here.
Easy. What is Minecraft?
I'm a millennial, so I get to do Minecraft references.
You see, what is? I understand what a mine is and what is a craft, but what is Minecraft?
You combine the two of them to make a lot of money.
Huh. Interesting. We should talk sometime. You have some weird but interesting ideas.
I would like to untie the rope and then tie the rope to the platform.
Okay, yeah. What, the one you're currently standing on, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair enough. Because there is a balustrade that goes round, so you can tie onto that if you want.
And I'll
I do
tie
that,
him
and then I
around
stand
fingers.
back.
Okay.
Say to him, I'm going to throw you now. Or
Yes,
you,
I can fly.
so you're going to help me with this? We'll go 1, 2.
Yeah, I'll just help and jump. Yeah.
On
Okay,
3, I'll like assist him with his jump.
At that moment, a GM intrusion on Verz. Would you like to accept it or not?
No. Fuck that. I know what happens when I try stuff like that.
Oh, come on. Okay, so you don't get...
Intrude on me when I'm doing something intellect-wise.
Yeah.
If you intrude on me when I'm doing mind stuff, I'm gonna say no.
Okay,
Just because
so-
I will definitely fail.
Yeah, so you're thrown midair. And just at that moment, you see Master comes and he goes, alert, alert! And you land. Can you make a mic check, Otori, difficulty 2, to see if he does actually land on the balcony?
Yeah.
I land in the most spectacular way possible. See?
Oh my god, yeah, you land perfectly. Like, perfectly
I throw
here.
him to the other balcony. Oh, wrong balcony.
Right, so even he throws you so perfectly, I'm going to allow you to get a asset on the initiative now. Go on. So everyone roll
Oh, roll
initiative.
initiative?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'll-
Yeah, he opened the turn order. I was going to point it out, but... We're not fighting shit creatures, are we? Yes.
Okay, come on. So Verz, you actually rolled an 11, but because you had one, technically you got an extra 3.
Yep. I put it in, it just doesn't roll it apparently.
Let's go. So Verz, as you land, you see these creatures crawling up the sides of the wall, and the water's rushing over their body, and they're climbing up the sides of the wall to get to you guys. I will draw them in. My little cool tokens I found on Roll20.
Huh? Fish with legs, not good.
Yep, they're like tadpoles with the long, huge flippers at the end, and you see that they've got these large pincers dripping kind of yellow bile out of the middle of them insect-like maws. But Verz, you do get to go first.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you, like, is there anything I can do in combat that's related to intellect?
Yeah, like there are some other abilities where you can fire like psychic beams and stuff.
But you don't have them.
Don't have any of those that time. Okay.
You
I
need
was
to,
just
you
wondering
need
if
to
I was-
buy yourself a Numenera like firearm or something.
Okay. It just seems that I'm always using my might or my speed, which are bad, so okay. Well, What I would like to do, since we still have the rope attached, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I'd like to do then is I would just like to think back on how this lasso was made previously.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a hammer. So
Okay.
I'd like to attach my hammer at the end of the rope and swing it because I don't want to get up and close with these guys with my ship.
Oh, so you tie it to the rope and then swinging it like some sort of. It's like okay, yeah.
Just swinging it like a, like a kind of like a flail, but with a long rope at the end.
Yeah, that works.
You can jump yourself, right, Astoria? I say as I've already untied the rope.
Yeah. Artoria is about 10 foot above you and across.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that she can make the jump. So okay, so I'm going to swing with that. What do I roll?
I'm going to go with speed for that.
Okay.
Because it's a very inventive and strange exotic weapon to use.
Difficulty?
Which one are you attacking first?
The one that's close to me because
Okay, so difficulty 2. Nice.
Okay.
So it crashes into the flesh of the thing. And there's a kind of a hollow thunk as it obviously hits bone, and then a crack. So yeah, you've managed to hurt it. And it lets out a kind of sound.
Yeah, and then I'm trying to put it back, but when I'm trying to put it back, I'll also try and make it bite the hammer. You know what I mean? Like bait.
Okay.
I'll leave that for my turn because I think that should happen next time around.
God damn it, Lars. Why'd you have to go bring up the ball shaving shit in the chat? No, that's me. That's you, Adrian. God damn it. Sorry,
no,
Lars.
Lars brought it up first.
Yeah, okay. Well, that creature that you hit with a hammer verse climbs up onto the platform, turns.
Does it climb on my rope? Or does it climb on the wall?
It climbs up on underneath the balcony, then up onto the balcony.
Yeah, but he's not using the rope to climb up.
No, he can't.
Okay.
He's a creature, not a human.
I was hoping that he would do that.
But anyway, he then goes and spits out a ton of this, what was like green fumes. Can EC and Vers both make might defense rolls, please?
I have a skill in being resistant to fumes.
Do you though? Is it poisons, toxins?
No, I'm just.
I have a skill in sensing danger. No, I don't think that should.
That doesn't help.
Well, you obviously sense it really well because it's coming right fucking at you. But what's the difficulty?
Difficulty 3. No. This one's difficulty 2. Sorry.
Which one are we rolling? Did you say?
Might. Oh, that's
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Hey. Okay, so EC, you take 2 damage to your might pool. Vers, you manage to, bring your hand over, and it's not that you're breathing in; it's that it feels acidic and burns your skin.
Okay. What do I get with my minor effect? What are my choices?
Really, for a defense roll, not much. I'd say that you're now resist completely to this thing, like you know that when it's going to can't happen and stuff like that.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, the other one turns to the other side. Climbs up on the balcony, looks up at Artoria, and spits a massive globule of acid towards her. Artoria, you can make a speed defense.
I have an asset.
Yep.
And I spend some effort.
This one's difficulty 3. So
I would have passed then. An asset and an effort.
Yeah, it just the globule, this like massive ball of phlegm, goes over your head as you duck and hits the ground behind you, and you hear.
They need tissue, big tissue. Get them a tissue.
This one then crawls up. Can you make another speed defense as it goes to bite you?
Motherfuckers can move and fucking attack.
Okay, yep, you pass, and you bring your shield up at that moment, just as its pincers go to bite your leg, and you manage to push it back. Okay, so
it only does 2 damage, doesn't it?
Hmm?
It only does 2 damage.
Well, you passed, didn't you?
Yeah, but it only does 2 damage. It can't actually hurt me.
Yeah. Ugh. Easy, it's your go. You don't know that. Artori would rather not get bit, really.
You know how a chameleon can blend into its surroundings and disappear from sight? Easy cannot do that. So, I'm gonna heal myself,
Okay.
spending 1 might point and no, 1 intellect point to heal my might. 2 intellect task. Do this. Alright, I have to press into. Yes, I heal myself for 1d6. So I don't fucking die. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Hey, remember, it's infinitely more than nothing.
It is, but I spent 1 intellect to get 1 might point, which. Okay, I end my turn. I rest my case.
Okay, Artoria.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the one that's next to me.
Okie dokie.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Do you have? Are you trained in the big sword? Because I didn't know what you were using and stuff.
I am not trained in the big sword at this level.
So that actually misses. So
Yeah.
You go to strike down with the heavy sword, boom, hit the metal, and as you do, the ground underneath you shakes and kind of bows slightly forwards, and you're like, "Oh crap!"
Well, I can move, so I can just like take a step back.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my turn.
Okay, so Vers.
Yes, go, away with you, away. And I'll just try and kick it off.
Yeah, fair enough. And because of that, it'll only be difficulty 1 because it's an unarmed attack. The speed check 1. Not might, but how much does
Sure,
it?
roll mine.
Yeah, how much does a fist do, Artoria? It's like,
It does 2 damage if you're a normal person.
yeah.
That can't be right because my spiky ring does only 1 damage.
Yeah, but
So-
your little gay ring's just a little like play.
I have the same. I also have only 2 with my spike or with my shiv because I don't have proficiency in medium.
There must be something to do with fists then, because
They count as a light weapon,
Mhm.
but
light weapons
because
do
I'm
1
a
damage.
glaive and I have trained unarmed combat, mine count as a medium, and all
oh,
my attacks do +1 damage, so all my punches do 5 damage.
Punches do 1 damage on.
Yeah.
It's the moral of the story.
well, now they
Punches
do more
No,
than
it
one. I
So I
mean,
kick it right in the place where it was already heard from the hammer before,
yeah. All right.
and
So,
if possible, just send it flying over the edge.
well, you do 6 damage. You do 4 damage actually. So yeah. As you boot it, it does go flying off into the darkness like a football.
And hopefully, there's a satisfying crunch or splash.
There is a splash. There is a.
It'd be really weird if it like crunched after hitting water.
Well, I don't know exactly where it's going to land. I didn't look down yet. Maybe they were coming through water running down, but doesn't mean it has to stay there.
If I've learned one thing from Roadrunner is that unless you look down, you cannot fall.
Exactly.
Right, so after Vers, the creatures goes. This one turns to Vers and takes a leap. It's going to make a speed check first. Difficulty 2, to see if we can get there. It fails and plop, hits the water below.
Might come back soon. We should leave.
Okay, so the other one then walks here and lets forth a spume of fumes. Altoria, can you make a might defense check? Yep, and just at that moment you bring your shield, dart away, and basically use it to fan away the fumes that nearly sunk onto your flesh. So, easy.
I would like to spend 1 intellect point
Oh my god. Okay,
to heal myself,
again.
which is now a difficulty 3 task.
Nice. I will allow you to get the plus for that, so it's +2.
Isn't it +1? It says +1 damage.
17 is +1. Yeah, you were right. Correct. Sorry. I'm looking at the cheat sheet.
Oh, finally, thank you. So the +1 does nothing because I can only get 6 more points in mine, but no.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, I end my turn. I am now not dying anymore. Look at me go.
Artoria.
I believe the music has ended, Lou.
I have played it. Artoria. No, it's busy.
I will attack again, but this time. Oh,
Nice. Yeah.
that's 10 damage.
Yeah, that thing's gone. You just cut it clean in two.
And I'll take a step forward.
Okay. I'll move out
That's
of the
my
way.
turn.
Vers.
Well, I think we should. Can you do something? You can do something, right, Artoria? Should it do something like that? I don't want to be here. I don't want to stay until it comes up.
You just kill them, Artoria. We'll be in the other room. I think Chris has a separate encounter with his wife.
Yeah, Chris is distracted. Okay, so Vers, is there anything you'd like to do?
Yes, so Artoria had to fucking kill this thing.
Yeah, okay, so she's looking down over the edge, precarious edge, and it is in the water down below, like swimming towards the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn it. Facebook.
Oh, it's in the water.
Yep, it got kicked down up. But it tried to leap and failed. So, it's down there. It does indeed climb up towards Artoria and goes to bite her. So if you want to make a speed defense. You actually fail, I think, there. No, you
No, it's
don't. No, you
difficulty
pass.
2.
Yeah, you bring up...
Well, it's difficulty 1 technically because I always have an asset.
So, wait a minute, because this one's a higher level, so this one's difficulty 4.
Alright. So I'll hit
Yeah, so it does bite into you. What's your armor?
2.
So you take 2 damage as it bites into your leg and begins gnawing away. And you see it's trying to drag you towards the water, and you think that might be what it's going to do next round.
Does
Easy.
it have to make a separate check to grapple me?
No, yeah, that's why I said next round. It's going to do that next.
So is this one the only one that's left alive?
Looks like it, and it's like a bigger specimen than the others.
And it's like 10 feet above me.
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to use splash. It has no
magic
effect.
art. Yeah, like the frick.
I end my turn.
I'm
Don't
going
worry, doing a few comments like this, I'm sure you're gonna evolve into a beautiful Gyra soon.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Okay, so Artoria, you managed to cut deep into that thing. Like,
That's 7 damage.
nice. And it looks very hurt as you shove the huge sword into its body and rip it free.
And just to annoy it, I'll take a step back.
Okay, it kind of gets dragged along with you.
Oh, well, I can drag it with me.
Yep.
I can move 50 feet, motherfucker. Come you with me.
No, it takes an action to move 50 feet.
Not for me.
Alright, you can
Take
drag
it,
him off
but-
if you want. He's like...
You're for me.
Artoria, where are you going? Come back. Kick it. Just kick it and then give it a tissue.
That'll be my turn, just so I've moved far enough away so it can't.
Okie dokie. So, Vers, is there anything you'd like to do, or are you just going to wait for Artoria to finish it?
Yeah, see if I have some tissue, but I don't have any tissue. It's a bad day.
Okay, so that's your turn.
Yes.
Alright, can you make a might check, Artoria? It's going to try to drag you towards the edge.
I might check, you say.
Oh, that's I don't know if Artoria can succeed on a might check.
Oh,
Do you have an asset or something?
yes.
Okay, so yeah, because it is difficulty 4, so you rolled exactly a 9, which is what you needed. It fails to drag you anywhere, but then it's Isi's turn.
It is now not Easy's turn.
Okay, so Artoria.
I'm not gonna jump up
Ah.
that platform, that's crazy.
No, you got to slice up at it, down at it. Sorry, and it seems to be just flapping about like a half fish out of water. Okay, so I'm assuming by now Vers and EC are waiting for Artoria to arrive, yeah?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, can you make a speed defense? It's going to attempt to bite you. Yeah, just at that moment, you bring your shield up and block it. Artoria, your turn.
I'm just gonna drop the sword and punch it.
Just like, it's on your shield, so you just leave it there attached and just go for the punch. Okay, go ahead.
Yep. Nope.
And you just hit this wet, rubbery face. You're like, God damn it! And you kind of nearly fall over. This thing's nearly getting on top of you. You're like, fuck's sake. Okay, so it goes to bite you again. Can you make another speed defense? Can't believe you're being overwhelmed by this thing. No. So it just manages to like leap up again, and you turn just that moment again to block it. Your turn.
Hey, Vers, do you like want to jump up there and
Oh
go
my
help
God.
Artoria?
No.
And then
Roll 20.
are you gonna. I'm assuming this is your sword, not your punch. Or
No, I'm trying to punch it.
And you're just going for the punch, and it manages
neither.
to jump back away from you. Let's have a hiss, and then its turn. Realizes you're tough. You are a tough prey, so it moves back here. Hisses towards EC and Vers.
I hiss back. Is this thing back a reaction?
No, but then it launches a globule at Vers. So Vers, can you make a speed defense?
Yes. I'm not immune / resistant? Or
Only
whatever,
to
minor
breathing
thing?
it in.
Okay. What difficult, sorry?
Difficulty. This one's difficulty 4.
And speed or might?
Speed. It nearly hits EC. You just managed to literally Matrix dodge it as it flies past her face, hits the wall, and slides down with the rest of the water. So,
So you need a tissue, and I'll hold out like a little piece of fabric.
EC, is there anything you'd like to do now that you can actually see it?
Yes. So you know how if there's a dog that is barking at you, it sometimes gets very confused if you bark back. So what I would like to do is I would like to hiss back at I actually spit back at the thing. Yes.
Yeah, so you're spitting back at it. Okay.
Is this a roll?
I'll let you do a speed roll to see if you can actually hit it with your glooby.
What is it? What's it? Its difficulty? It's 4, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll try.
Please get a 1. Okay, so Artoria, it's your turn.
I'm gonna run up and this is Sparta kick this thing off the side.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to point out I was close.
Yeah, you're very close.
That's a good spit.
And yes, you boot it. It goes flying to the other side of the wall, on the other silo, smashes into the wall with a massive squish, and a glob of flame just hits your breastplate. You know what the fuck?
And that's 6 damage from that kick.
Yeah, it's dead.
Motherfucker. Oh, I need to have a very, very, very long sleep.
Okay, now you stare down at the rest who are waiting for you.
Took you a while this time, Artoria.
Well, don't. Oh, I'm too injured to care.
Master,
Yes, Vers.
do you want us to help you? Why don't you help us?
I am non-combat.
You are non-useful.
Yeah, you should be fighting, really.
I can blast them with light.
Yes.
I'm gonna try and jump across.
Okay, might check difficulty 2. Yep, you managed to land over there.
Bloop.
Bloop. Sound effects here.
Okay, right. Let's find somewhere to sleep. I really need to sleep.
But I know where the dorms are if you wish to follow me.
Shh. Sure.
Open that door.
Fairs.
Yes?
Open the door.
Okay. I'll try and open the door.
As you turn the wheel, there's a screech and it opens. But at this moment, as it opens, there's a loud funk, an EC. I'm about to give you a GM intrusion. Would you like to accept it?
Yes.
Okay, so at that moment, the balustrade that you are leaning on gives way, and you fall out into midair as you fall 30 feet and splash into cold, murky brown water. You take 1 damage to your might pool, and immediately are 30 feet down in the water. You all hear the kind of screech and the splash.
Verse gets the other XP.
Okay, cool.
I would like to climb out of the water.
Mm. Okay, so it's going to be more difficult. So you can climb up onto this platform here for the first, but then this bit here is about 20 feet up.
Well, I'll just use the rope. I'll untie the rope from the balustrade and like throw it across to her.
Okay, so EC, while you're down there as well, you get a bit of more of a look into the murky water, and you can see at the bottom there are these small glowing, kind of ever so glowing, green eggs littering the bottom. And behind you is a set of double doors.
They're glowing eggs. I mean, they're obviously the eggs of these creatures, so we don't want them.
Well, if there's eggs of those creatures, we could either eat them, if they provide sustenance, or we could destroy them.
But like, their spit hurts. Why would you eat them?
I mean, Artoria's fist hurts as well, but I'm sure if you cooked her, you could still eat her.
I mean, guess, yeah, we've all thought about it.
I hadn't really until now, but
I think you
Why?
taste great, Atoria. Like, on a friend basis.
Probably do.
I would like to climb out of the water for now.
Okay, yeah, so you notice that the rope has been thrown down to you as well.
I would like to catch the rope.
Okay.
And then I would like to tie the rope around my waist.
Okay.
And then I would like to pull at the rope.
Okay, so Altori, you've got a good grip.
Yep.
Yeah. It's not that difficult to pull her back up. And once she's on top, you notice that she's absolutely soaking. And EC, despite yourself, you find yourself shivering slightly.
I mean, I was soaking before, right? So I'm just more soaked.
Yeah, but this time you've like gone fully like under deep water.
I do the cat thing right next to Verse, where
that is unnecessary.
it was,
Victoria.
yeah.
We'll take her spare blanket out. Vers, can you step through the door?
Yes.
And she'll like stand so she's blocking. Right, EC, you have to take your wet clothes off, wrap this around you.
I would like to take off the wet tactical neck
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
and all the other nonsense I'm wearing.
Yeah.
And I'll put on the fancy dress.
Nice. And while we're here, before we continue, can we all appreciate Chris's new art for Artoria? It does look fantastic.
I feel like the editing on the sword could be better because the blue ring goes over it. I feel like it should be. It's not
That's
special.
intentional.
Is it though?
The ribbon goes in front.
Or maybe I just don't understand token editing.
Maybe you don't, Adrian. Maybe you don't.
Maybe I just have an inability to understand tokens.
Oh, definitely. Okay, so Vers, as you step in, this cold hallway leads on in front of you, and you see it kind of arcs to the left slightly. There is now these slight glowing spores in the air in front of you, like blue glowing spores that float languidly about.
All right. I would like to see if I see anything if I look into the beyond here, because it seems weird enough that there might be something there.
Okay. Is that a roll?
No, it's just
No.
an ability.
Oh, okay.
It's,
So,
you
it's
can
even
see.
it's even automatic. I just mention it to you since you might not always be aware that I'm.
okay. So in here, each glowing orb, that like this spore seems to be, like a spirit of something, and they all seem to have like an outer shell that's maybe about a couple of feet in diameter that float around but don't interact with anything material.
Right. And do they seem like at ease? Are they floating around?
Yeah, they're
in,
just
like,
at ease, languidly. Like
fluid
there's-
motions?
Yeah, just kind of like just floating with no possible cause. There's no wind, there's nothing like that. So it's really difficult to tell. They just seem to float. Some of them go through the walls, some of them sink through the ceiling and the floors.
Yeah, so when I see one floating where I have a predictable path I can get to, I'll just go and stand there and hold out my hand so it would pass through.
Okay, as you hold out your hand, it does kind of like the shell that you can see, like the incorporeal shell, passes through you. You get a slight static shock, but then as the blue light hits your hand, it rests on your hand. As you look closer, you see it's a small glass fly with that glows slightly blue, and you can even see its wings moving up and down in a slight rhythm, and then it just stays on your palm.
Interesting. I'll try and move my hand to see if it will move with me.
Yeah, it kind of like flies back off to the because of the way you're moving. It's forced off your palm and then just seems to follow again and land back on the palm.
Yeah, so I'll just make sure to angle my hand so it doesn't get blown off by the wind as I walk.
Mm-hmm.
And just take it with me and see if it will stay.
Okay, it does. And as you walk around the corner, you notice that some of them are sticking to your body. They're staying where they touch.
Well, these are interesting at least.
Mm-hmm.
I look around to see what the look is on the faces of the others.
This is why some people call you Bug Boy Verse.
I
They
don't
don't.
think they're bugs.
Well, yeah, no one calls you that, but look, I
Can
don't
we-
think you should.
Go and find somewhere to lie down.
And I just look at the floor. I'm like, what do you mean?
Master, where are the bugs? Where's the door?
Follow me if you wish.
Go.
You would like actual resting rooms, not ghost resting rooms? You gotta tell that to ghosts, because otherwise they get confused.
This way.
What, in there?
Yes. Oh, it looks like it's been disused, but it should work. And you all notice that Vers now has like maybe 3 or 4 dozen of these blue flies all over his shoulders and his hands. They're lighting the way. You actually are emitting slight blue light now. And by the way, at that moment, you feel like you're getting like these small static charges all over your body.
Yeah, as long as it's not getting unpleasant. If it's
Not
just like
really.
a...
Like you feel like
Just a
yeah, it's like a tingle.
Yeah.
Oh.
what I'll do then is, as I enter the room, I'll start like taking a few off just with my finger gently, and then putting them like on corners of the room.
Yeah.
To see if they'll stay there.
Okay, you can make an intellect check, difficulty 1.
I don't know if I can feel that.
Okay, yeah, you manage to give them orders. You say stay here, stay there, stay there.
Okay, so hopefully there's some light in here now.
Mhm. But as you tell them to stay there, you notice that some of them just stay to you, and then more and more are just starting to try to cling to you.
Okay, as long as it doesn't get unpleasant, I'm not worried, basically.
Not really. They seem to be quite pleasant.
I wonder what these are. They're strange. Master, what are these small blue insect-like creatures?
I don't know. They weren't here when I first was built to defend this place.
You don't
I
do
see.
a very good job.
Do you have any way to analyze them?
I do not.
I
Well
don't
then.
understand your role in this place.
Well, usually I was a guide, and I can sometimes access the systems. But the systems are not online.
Who would come through here needing a guide?
Well, the people that once lived here, of course.
If you live here, why would you need a guide?
I don't know. All I know is that when people came here, I would guide them through the silos.
What are the silos for?
What is a silo?
They housed mass elimination weapons.
Oh.
How do you eliminate mass?
Well, I do believe these bombs would launch and then travel through another realm to get to their location. And when they detonated, they would literally turn into black holes.
What is a black hole?
It's a hole that is black.
Okay, dumb question.
Well, you know, like that silo you fell into before. I think that's kind of like what that is.
Yes.
So a black hole is just a bunch of murky water?
No.
Well, it's a hole and then it's black. That's
No,
what you said.
No, Master gets obviously frustrated for an AI and says, no, those circular rooms, those cylinders, they housed the weapons. There are none left.
Where did they go?
They were used.
So there's just a bunch of holes somewhere?
Mhm.
I
I
do
look
believe
at
so.
I look at Artoria's sword and it's like, if you use a weapon that doesn't remove it, what happened to them?
Please ask your question again. I did not understand. Neither did the GM here.
Why are they gone if a weapon is used? And I'm looking at a sword that you just use all the time.
They are detonators. Do you understand that?
No.
They explode.
How do you know this, Artoria?
You said it earlier.
Well, yeah, but I still have no clue about Numenera, so... This is a very foreign, an alien concept to us, and he's trying to wrap his head around it.
Okay, so, like... Can you make one and we get it as a reward for helping you?
I cannot make them.
Well,
Why didn't they just use a catapult to make a hole?
That makes no sense. You're stupid.
I've never been insulted by a ghost before. I've been insulted by other things, just not ghosts. This sucks.
I apologize. I did not mean to make you cry.
We're not besties anymore.
Oh. And then he just goes silent.
Verse is my bestie again.
I do understand that your flesh needs rest. I will guard the door for you.
and if something comes, what will you do?
Run.
I
you
think we
tell us
might need
first?
another guard.
Will you, like, tell us first before you run, or will you just run?
Oh, of course I tell you.
Well, I guess that's
That
fair
is
enough.
appreciated. Still, not very reassuring. Oh well, never mind.
Can you
Rest.
explode and make, like, a black hole?
Sleep, yes? And I'll go lie down like on the bed that's not there.
Yeah, it's kind of like all broken up and horrible.
Yeah, I don't mind. I'll just sleep there anyway.
Okay, so how long are you guys resting for?
I think
Like,
10 minutes
The
is what we need.
full fucking 28 hours.
Oh, that's gonna be difficult.
Why would you need that?
Excuse me,
10
Victoria.
minutes,
Well, how long do you need to rest?
I need to rest for a long time. I am fucked.
What are you?
Well, I
how
don't
much?
think you are, but still, what will you do all this time? Sleeping only takes a few hours.
Sharpen swords.
2.5, then some for lucid dreaming, and then 2 more. This is normal sleep time, so about 6.
I can tell you all about my first love while we're doing that.
No, but 3 hours max, okay?
No,
Why not?
because I want longer to rest.
But you're supposed to be strong.
I am strong, but I
Then
am
why are
also
you being so weak?
dumb.
What if we just do like an hour and then I'll heal you a bit and we're good?
Let's give it 5.
Well, I only need 10 minutes for my next recovery, so I'll roll that. 3.
6. And another one. 6.
Well, nice. You
What the
rolled
fuck
very-
is wrong with you?
How long are you spending?
I'll
then?
also do the 1 hour one since we're all hanging out. Oh, how do you do this, Chris? It's just the secret.
I don't need to recover anything, how does it work again with the recovery getting shorter?
I am not so sure. I do believe that after 28 hours that it resets, right?
Mm.
Okay, I was wondering, like, if you didn't use it, if it then went back up 1. If you were resting, but you weren't using it.
No, I think you have to rest the full shebang.
Do
Okay.
you still have a low pool, Chris?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll spend an intellect point and I'll succeed on a difficulty 3 task to heal you. Hopefully.
And yeah, I do believe Chris, the top recovery roll is only 10 hours. I do believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so nice. So you get to heal for 5.
5 to 1 pull up.
There we go.
Are you good again? Are you good to kill some more things I don't want to touch?
Yeah.
Well, Katoria, maybe we'll find this hole-making weapon, and then you can make holes into stuff.
Alright, let's go. Where are we going?
Well, before we go, there was something I wanted to ask you.
Sure.
So you seem to really act strong, but then you seem pretty hurt by a creature that, well, it wasn't that scary. The ghost was scary. I'll give you that. It seemed weird, but this thing, you could just kick it. So what happened exactly?
Fate.
This is not good.
Sometimes
be
you lose a
strong.
battle, but you win a war.
How?
Because wars aren't won in a single battle.
Okay. But if you...
But if you're really good,
No, I think I told you that there's something more to it that you're not telling me. Never mind, I will figure it out somehow.
Sure. Figure it out when I cut your throat.
I think the cutting word... Sorry, what?
Nothing.
No, I do believe you said you'll figure it out when you cut my throat. I mean, do you... Well, how much of a cut are we talking about? Because if it will help you find out, then go ahead. Just be gentle.
No. Maybe later.
I think some scars would really help versus image. Could go for like a bad boy style. We could get you a big hat.
Let's just
Would
go.
you really tell, though? And I'll point at, like, the shirt I'm wearing, which lets my organs show from...
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it would have much effect, really, on the skin.
Um,
And I really
guess
like
you
this
can't-
shirt. It's funny.
is
Put
it
that
a
away,
shirt?
Burrs.
Yeah, it's a shirt that I have. Well, a suit that I have, which just lets me show my, like, see through the skin kind of thing. So you just see the muscle.
Okay, that's important to know because easily thought you were a cyborg until you said that.
Oh, you can clearly see, like, where it ends. You just suddenly see normal arms.
Well, that's how cyborgs
There are
work.
quite a few modifications, but
I would like
Let's-
to exchange the fancy dress again for the normal clothing.
Yeah, the normal clothing is dried some, but not a lot.
I mean, it's okay. I've worn wet things before.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you have.
Let's get out of here.
I've been skiing before. Everything gets wet.
Okay, so Master reports nothing happened.
Thanks for that. So how do we fix this place?
Just follow me.
Sure.
And he heads towards
Worst
this
that can
door
happen.
and says, if you'd like to go in.
Okay. I'll open the door.
It's not one of those valve doors. This door is just like a wooden door that you push open. And as you do, your hand kind of like reaches this very damp kind of wood as you push forward, revealing what looks like a large kind of like holding area. And one side you see some sort of humanoid Numenera device leant against the wall and held up by chains.
I am not fighting the thing from RoboCop.
No, for fuck's sake.
Just no. no.
And he says, there, and he points towards, that he shines his light towards a console to the north, which you realise has something embedded in it.
Don't press any buttons. I'll go.
Wait, is that like a permanent rule? I thought that was a one-off rule.
No, I think it's a pretty permanent rule. What's on this? I want to look at that.
You see that there's something inside, like a kind of mummified body, kind of sat in the seat inside.
Whatever's in there first is dead.
Maybe it's like a really big coffin.
But it was wearing,
Perhaps.
you see, it was wearing something that kind of looks like a Numenera device.
Get this up. Do your
Hey,
thing,
wanna-
Bears.
Yes,
Do you want to be a grave robber?
I'll see. And I'll just analyze the panel and see if I can figure out how it works.
I have looted the
Okay.
dead on a battlefield before.
As easy ask you if you want to be a grave robber. She's already trying to unlock the hatch.
Yeah. Okay, so Verz has gone towards the platform, the console, sorry, and EC and Artorias have gone towards the construction. So first of all, we'll start with Verz. There is something embedded in the console. It's a long, thin metal pole.
Okay, does it look like it's been smashed into it? Or...
Yeah, it looks like something struck it into the console. The console's long dead, and this pole has loads of runes up it.
Okay. I'll try and see if I can recognize them somehow. Have I seen them anywhere before?
You can make a Numenera check.
Mm-hmm. Difficulty?
I don't know. Can you roll me a d6?
What?
Can you roll me a d6 and then that'll determine the difficulty?
Sure.
Make it? Yep, difficulty 3. Oh, exactly. Okay, so this is a nano staff. It's an artifact, and because of that, you all get 1 experience each for discovering it.
Ooh.
All right. And what is a
A
nanostaff?
nano staff, as you touch it, and you're going to try and yank it free from the console, because if you touch it, all of those blue small flies rush from you, hit the staff, and as they do, they begin pinning to it, and the runes light up.
Okay.
All the way up and down. And a nano staff is a weapon that can emit a magical blast.
Okay.
And it is powered by these little small creatures that look after it. And its master.
Okay. And do they then disappear, or do they?
No, they kind of
regenerate,
stick.
or-
They stick to the staff and generate the energy for it.
All right. Cool.
Arna is now a space wizard.
Yes, just so you know, when using it, you have to roll a d100, and on a 1 to 3, it depletes and runs out.
Oh, I was expecting it to just blow up and kill me.
No, that's kind of what happens normally in Numenera, but no. Okay, so let's type that in. Level 3. Depletes 1, 2. Okay. So basically now, as you yank it out, you've got a 5-foot stave which glows with this blue light. And when you fire it, you press some of the runes and twist them, they come out like holograms and magic that swirls around. And as you fire it, it lets out a jolt of electric.
Yeah, just bring that into shape.
I always knew Verge was a space wizard.
Yep.
I think it probably says it in his background.
And okay, so it's up to short, yeah. Cool.
Well done, you guys got your first artifact.
Well, this will be handy when.
And yeah, as you pull it out, the console automatically begins knitting itself back together. You see these little creatures run over the console, and Master flies in and says, "Yes, yes, thank you."
Who's
You
the
are
dude?
welcome.
Okay, so Artoria and EC, while this was going on, you wanted to get inside this thing.
Yes, I'm assuming I'm trying to gently unlock it, and I'm assuming Atoria, while I'm doing this, is using brute force.
No, we're just gonna stand and watch and see if you get it open.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay, you can make either 1 or 2 rolls. An intellect check to try and figure out how to open it, or a speed check to try and just, like, kind of gently and carefully open it with any tools that you have, or a might check to just break it open.
I'm doing an intellect check. I'm expending 1 effort. What's the difficulty?
Difficulty 3.
She's a smart girl. She can do this. Look at that.
Nice. Yep. Okay, so you managed to figure out there's actually there's a lever underneath one of the arms, and as you push it, it's quite tough. You have to use both hands. The thing makes a massive clonk sound, and the front of it opens up with a poof, and dust and a bit of smoke comes out. Yeah, corpse dust, and you notice that there's a console inside, and the thing was wearing Numenera armor. Can't quite tell what it is, but it looks kind of like it's got like wires all over it, and it makes the front of his clothes look pitch black.
It's like a stealth suit.
Get that out.
You do see there is a tiny metal disc with a glowing crystal at its center, around where his heart should be.
It's like an Iron Man suit.
Let's disconnect him.
Okay.
Oh, you do that. That's disgusting. He smells.
Okay, so you're gonna grab the disc, or
I'm gonna touch him.
okay, he just kind of feels thin and cardboard-like.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, his body is all clacks as you pick him up, and as you do, you notice that his body is still very warm to the touch because of the armor he's wearing.
I will try and take the armor off.
You've got an inability with Numenera, right?
Of course I do.
You have no fucking clue how to take the armor off. It seems to be wrapped and enveloped all around his body.
Yes.
I want the armor.
Do what?
The armor he's wearing.
Ah. Okay.
Please.
I'll try and see if I can figure out how this thing works first of all and what it is.
Okay. You can make you can make a Numenera check, difficulty 1.
And I will help him.
Okay.
No,
By
please,
using
please stand back. Don't
using the
don't
help
touch anything.
action.
No.
You have an
Stand back. Don't touch it.
Okay.
Over there.
Okay.
That side of the room.
I'll go and sit in the big robot thing.
Yeah, you have an inability. You ain't helping him at all.
Do that. I'm gonna sit in the big robot thing.
Okay. Nice.
Oh, look at Versco.
It is something called data armor.
Okay.
And what this does is you pull the metal sphere with the crystal at its center away from the corpse, and you see what looks like a million tentacles then wrap back into the disc away from the body, revealing the innards of the mummified body. And as you hold the disc up, you know that all you've got to do is place it on yourself or somebody else, and it'll envelop their body, giving them data armor.
Okay. So I'll grab it, look at it. Just walk up to Troy and just bloop.
Okay, at that moment, it envelops your entire body, and it kind of follows the curvature of your armor and your body, and even to the point where it goes up to your neck, and then kind of goes up into your ear, so you get like feedback, and then wraps back up the top of your head, down the back, and because I rolled terrible on the level of it, it increases your maximum intellect pool by 1.
Yeah!
But it looks badass.
Great success!
If you go to, I don't know if any of you have the technology compendium book.
Mm-mm.
Okay, it's on page. It's like on a certain page. So
I assume it would be. I think many things in books are on a certain
yeah,
page.
but what I'm saying is there's actually art of it.
I do have the thing, I think, don't I?
Verge.
Yes.
What was he sitting in?
Some kind of weirdly shaped box.
There's
Like
a
a
panel
really
in.
fancy chair.
Oh, there is? I didn't really check. You just told me to.
Oh, sorry. I got excited. There's a panel inside.
Okay, let's have a look then.
You can make a
Could you
new.
perhaps... well, do you have something against the smell?
Artoria will produce a bottle of whiskey, pour it on a rag, and be like,
Or like, do I set it on fire and put it in there, or what?
no, you put it over your face.
No, like, oh no, that's worse. Then I'll just get it there with the corpse now.
Just sniffing in the whiskey. Okay, so you're gonna climb in.
Yep.
You can make a Numenera check if you wish.
Yeah, shall I roll a d6 again?
Not for this one. You shan't.
Okay.
Is this the second
What's the
vehicle we're
difficulty?
blowing up?
Sorry.
So what's the difficulty I should roll?
Just roll a d20.
A
You
d20?
Yeah. You can roll like it. It's definitely an intellect check. You have no clue what this is, although, pretty shins and pretty oddities everywhere, all over it.
Okay,
The
if I don't know
ciphers-
what it is, then I mean it's pretty clear that it's a Numenera, right?
Yeah, and it's made up of a dozen tiny bits of Numenera inside and all around.
Then I would
Salvaging,
just like to start salvaging it.
yeah, salvaging will garner you a lot. You reckon?
I think we should take this thing apart, and quite a few of the parts seem like they might be worth something.
Cool. What do you need me to break off?
Well, that's going to take some explaining, because if you break the things that we're meant to be bringing back, it won't be worth anything. So, some caution is to be had here. Think more tools, less sword, okay? Think more tools, less sword, okay?
Okay. I think. And she'll get a crowbar out.
Okay. So I need a salvage.
Think
check.
more, go into the other room and let me do this, yes?
Okay. I'll stand guard.
Okay. I need a salvaging check from you, Vez.
Yes. That's very well. Difficulty?
Difficulty 4.
We'll never get a vehicle.
Easy.
Okay, can you do me a favour and roll 3d4? Oh my god, this is going to take a while. Now can you roll me...
You can do that later, by the way, just
Yeah.
typing out what it is.
Now can you roll me 8 d20s? And you begin salvaging. Okay.
See you in a few hours, boys.
Yeah. So are you with? So as you are salvaging, Vers is salvaging. Sorry, the other two. Master says the power has been restored, and above you lights do kind of blinker on slightly. And he says the elevator should work. I can take you up to the surface. And he turns towards Vers and goes, "I'll wait for him."
Is there anything else we can do with the power?
Yes. We could turn it off again.
Thank you, Verse. Thank you for the input.
Also, I think I'm trying to understand a little bit about how these things work. I think there may be more things that are powered, like this panel in this place. You could go and have a look if the Watcher Master wants to accompany you.
Sure. Let's go easy.
Mr. Master Dude, look at these and easy takes out a few chins.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we want.
Oh yes. Oh, okay. That can be done. And he looks towards where Vers is, and Vers is kind of like making a neat pile of shins and oddities to his right that he can use as currency, and then to his left, he's keeping ciphers that he finds in equal distances apart so they don't blow up when they interact with one another. And the first thing he finds is what looks like a detonator, as I just put it down. So if you want like a coma detonator.
Okay, can we perhaps get like a party notes sheet?
Of
I
course.
can put all this in.
No, we can't carry that many, so...
Well, we can carry 2 each. And we pick
Yeah.
up the best 2. And then before we leave, we throw all the other ones into a big pile and run.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah. Okay, there it is. It's there for you. And so, just for that sake, we're going to spend a little bit of time doing loot and stuff like that. So what we'll do is we'll retroactively do that after the session. So because that's coming up in a second. But you guys, with your new loot and your new ciphers and oddities and your shins, head towards the elevator. And Master goes, "Follow me." And he leads you to another one of those silos that actually has a sort of bridge leading to a central platform. And in that central platform is a cage of sorts.
Oh, this is the elevator.
Yes. It takes you up. And I'm assuming Vers is there as well, like going up with them.
Well, if they, I would assume they would do this while I was preparing, and then once I'm done salvaging it, they would come back and just tell me where to go. But
Yeah, I think that was the plan.
Okay, so you guys as the cagerin begins to head upwards with heavy kind of loud clanks and clonks, you do reach a kind of like central kind of darkened area where in front of you is as the doors in front of you part, revealing the Westwood, the forest in front of you. And Artoria, who is always naturally aware, kind of appears around making sure that creature that you met earlier, isn't around. And you just see the canopy and the afternoon light above you. And we're going to end the session there so that we can get some stuff given out and get on with that. But okay, so thank you for watching, people, and we'll be back soon.
see you next week, probably.